DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Hey everybody, this is Dan Cheney back with you for another edition of the Music Charts Archive Show here on DJNTV. And this week we're going way back to 1973 in the week of August 11th in that year. Back when Nixon was president, it was right around the time the U.S. withdrew from Vietnam, and the top show on TV was All in the Family. So what were the top 10 songs for the week of August 11th, 1973? Well, let's start the chart and find out. At number 10 was Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett. Now this song was actually initially released way back in 1962, where it was a #1 hit. It was a novelty song where Pickett used a Boris Karloff imitation to sing about a mad scientist whose monster creates a new dance. It was #1 back in 1962 and was re-released a couple of times and returned to the top 10 here in 1973. At number 9, we have the Charlie Daniels Band and Uneasy Rider. Not Easy Rider like the movie, but Uneasy Rider. Now this was a spoken word story song by Charlie Daniels. It's about a guy on a road trip to LA who gets a flat tire in Mississippi and narrowly avoids a bar fight. Now Daniels is probably best known for his The Devil Went Down to Georgia song, but Uneasy Rider was his first hit and his first top 10 hit. At number 8, we have the Carpenters and Yesterday Once More. Now, few groups were hotter on the charts in the early 70s than this brother-sister duo, and this was their 9th top 10 hit. It was on its way down after peaking at number 2. The Carpenters actually had 5 songs peak at number 2. I believe only Madonna has had more songs peak at number 2 than the Carpenters. Creedence Clearwater Revival also actually had 5 number 2 songs, but Creedence never had a number 1 song. At number 7, Marvin Gaye and Let's Get It On. Now this song was on its way to becoming Gaye's second #1 hit after I heard it through the grapevine. It was written by Gaye with producer Ed Townsend. It was #1 on the soul chart for 8 weeks. The song helped to solidify Gaye's standing as a sex symbol in the music world, and that status would continue into the 80s with songs like Sexual Healing. At number 6, we have Deep Purple and the classic Smoke on the Water. Now, I don't know if there's anybody that doesn't recognize the classic guitar riff that starts this song off. The song's about when the Montreux Casino in Switzerland burned down during a Mothers of Invention concert with Frank Zappa. The casino was on the shoreline of Lake Geneva, thus the smoke on the water. This was the second of 2 top 10 hits for the English band.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Electra Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ Trivia, Odyssey Innovative Designs and Cases, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and the DJNTV Insiders.
Welcome back to the Music Charts Archive Show here on DJNTV. My name is Dan Cheney, and this week we're looking back at the top 10 songs from the week of August 11th, 1973. At number 5, we have Jim Croce and Bad Bad Leroy Brown. Now this was another story song in the top 10 for this week, and this one's about a bad dude who hits on another woman, and then that woman's husband proceeds to beat him up. Bad Bad Leroy Brown was the first of 2 #1 songs for Croce, and this song was nominated for Grammys for Record of the Year and for Pop Male Vocalist. At number 4, Diana Ross and Touch Me in the Morning. Now this song was on its way to becoming Ross's second #1 song as a solo artist, and this was the first major hit for composer Michael Masser, who would go on to help write hits like The Greatest Love of All and Tonight I Celebrate My Love. Now this song came right after Ross received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress in The Lady Sings the Blues. At number 3, we have Brother Louie by Stories. The band Stories brings us another story song, this one about an interracial love affair. It was originally recorded by the band Hot Chocolate, who hit the top 10 in the UK with it. Stories' version was on its way to becoming a #1 song, and it would be the band's only top 40 hit. At number 2, we have Paul McCartney and Wings and Live and Let Die. This was the main theme from the James Bond movie of the same name, and it peaked here at number 2. At the time, it was the highest charting James Bond theme. Originally, the producer didn't want Wings to perform the song, but McCartney would only allow the song to be used in the movie if his version was used in the opening credits. And finally, the #1 song for the week of August 11th, 1973, we have Maureen McGovern and The Morning After. At #1, we have another song from a movie. It was played over the end credits of the disaster movie, The Poseidon Adventure. It won the Academy Award that year for Best Original Song, and this was the first single from McGovern who would actually only have one other top 40 hit in her career, and that other hit was Different Worlds, the theme song from the TV show Angie. Well, that's it. Those were the top 10 songs from the week of August 11th, 1973. My name's Dan Cheney, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you like any of if you remember any of these songs. A lot of you probably weren't even born when some of these songs were out, but a lot of classics here. Let me know in the comments which songs you like. I like Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings. Big fan of Paul McCartney from the 70s and 80s. I also like Only Yesterday by the Carpenters. You might say the Carpenters are kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. This has been Dan Cheney for the Music Charts Archive Show, and be sure to join us again next time on DJNTV.